Hey y'all, so I wanted to just come on here really quickly and do the Mariah the Scientist Burning Blue breakdown for the download that I had. This is a lyrical breakdown for the download that I had. This is not a lyrical breakdown of what the song means. Mariah the Scientist has already kind of confirmed that this is not a heartbreak song, and I'm not trying to do a breakdown of what she meant. I'm doing a breakdown of what I got from this download, a spiritual download, okay? So this is about a relationship, and this goes hand in hand with the video that I'm gonna link below, which is the reprise of I'm kind of blank right now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I just got done doing a live on my other channel, and it was kind of a little emotionally, not draining. Just it was emotionally. It was a lot of it was an emotional outpour, and then I got the alarm. I set an alarm that I needed to do this at 5, so I just had to get back to it, and it was just a lot. Just I'll quickly share, just feeling like I never really experienced love, and well, it's not feeling like I never really experienced love. I have not experienced love, and any love that I might have experienced has been by any person has been overshadowed by the actions that they ended up taking before they left my life, which has made me feel like I have not, because love wouldn't treat you like that. Love wouldn't make you feel that it cannot accept you for as you are and then beg to still be in your space. Love wouldn't make you feel that, love wouldn't tell you that you are not lovable, which I have been told by my father, which I have been made to feel by my mother, like I'm just so different and I can't be understood, so much so that I just can't even be in her presence, and she would rather put me out on the streets and make me feel like I have nobody than to take time to understand somebody that you claim to love. To be tossed around by everybody that I thought loved me and my family, to be talked about, mistreated, and just genuinely left out in the cold. It every now and then when I think about it, it just makes me feel really sad, and I don't think about it often because God has given me a love that is unexplainable. I may have not felt genuine love from any other human beings, but God has given me a love that is unexplainable, a feeling of comfort, a feeling of joy that He's never tried to hold over my face. He's never tried to take away from me. He's never tried to make me feel small. He's always tried to make me feel big. He never tried to make me feel like I need him, and that's crazy. Because God, the one person that I do need, He's never tried to make me feel like He was going to toss me out in the cold and just show me that I needed Him. But man, my own family tried to do that to me. Even on those days when I was angry with God, when I was yelling at God, or when I didn't even acknowledge God, He still protected me and guided me in the silence, silently. Even when I avoided and neglected God, He still chose to bless me and give me love and show me that I'm not walking the path that he wants me to walk, but he's always here with open arms, and he's always going to assist me. Maybe, he can't give me everything that he wants to give me because I'm being out of alignment, but he's always shown me that he loves and cares about me. And so it's just that I can't be angry day to day. I can't be sad day to day. I can't feel like I'm left out day to day, because God always counts me in. He wakes me up every day, and with joy and love. I just can't be sad. But every now and then, when, especially now I'm doing these videos, I think more. And even before doing these videos, every now and then, when those thoughts will come up, and I would have a moment to really realize, what people did to me intentionally, and how they tried to hurt me and knock me down. I feel sad. I feel sad that I didn't have what I absolutely deserve to have, which is people who are loving and kind in my life. People to show me love. I feel sad that my parents didn't love me. I feel sad that my siblings so willingly turned on me. I feel sad that my grandparents didn't love me. I feel sad that everybody just allowed themselves to mistreat me for one reason or the next, whether it's because of a lie that they heard, or whether it's because of their own ego, whether it's because they just genuinely wanted to hurt me. I feel sad that I was surrounded by people like that. I feel sad that I was deprived of genuine love. And I feel sad that I want to experience love, but I know that I don't want to say that right now I can't, but I want to say that there's so much that I have to work out. So many patterns that I kind of have to unlearn. Trauma that I have to unlearn that I didn't ask for, that was kind of placed on me by other people. I never had the opportunity, I never really had the opportunity to be born into just something loving. And that was not my experience. And so it's not my fault, but I do have to now take accountability for that and learn new patterns, because I know that I've functioned out of certain levels of trauma that's not healthy for the life that I want to create and exist in. And so I have to work through it. Not because I'm not deserving, not because it's impossible for somebody to love me or care about me right now, or not because I wouldn't know how to treat somebody if I received them, but because I just have to be able to identify within myself what love actually looks like. I have to identify within myself what love is not. Teach myself to stop accepting what it is not. And it's just work and effort. And no, I shouldn't have to do that, because love is a basic right, and when you've been deprived of it, you start to feel like it's not. You know, especially having to go through a process like this, it just feels like it's not a basic right. It's something you have to earn, and that in itself is just toxic, because you don't have to earn love. You don't have to prove you're deserving of love. And I don't. I have to do these things for myself, because if I keep walking in the way that I'm walking, if I keep choosing the people that I'm choosing, I'm never going to be able to experience love. And the only way to stop choosing the wrong thing, stop looking at the wrong thing, is to go through that process of being able to see something better. And maybe that could come with somebody coming into my life and loving me properly, but I'm just really scared, you know, because so many people are very fake, and I'm tired, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep subjecting myself to opportunities to experience pain just because there's a potential of love. And it sucks that I'm at that point, but because I never wanted to be the person who kind of try to convince themselves that they needed to be something else to experience love. And I still don't feel like that. I still don't feel like I need to be something else, or I need to be healed in order to experience love. But I'm just in a space where I feel more comfortable. I feel more comfortable doing that because I just want to protect myself. I just want to show myself that I love myself and I care about myself, and I'm not going to allow people to mistreat me. And I'm just scared. So I'm just going to get into the download. Okay. Okay. I wrote some stuff down the other day of what I got from this. And some of this I did say before the video cut off, the last video that I uploaded, which was, setting boundaries with spirit and the divine right to exclusivity and imperfection. So, but that video ended up getting cut off because I had ran out of storage. But yesterday, so many times, like every time, like so many things just started getting in the way of me recording this video. Like, it would be like everything that I was doing just took unnecessarily so much longer. Like something would get stuck or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like there were so many like blockages in the way of just getting to this. Like I made a post yesterday and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the song downloads after I finished chores, and chores took the whole day, you know what I'm saying, because things were stuck or things were like, it was just hard. And I keep saying 1111 and 444 as I'm watching this. As I'm doing this. So some of the downloads from the video were how she does the soldier look, and it's submitting to the past timeline, ignoring signs because it feels good, codependency, people who talk a good game but their actions don't match, and also burning blue, that throat chakra energy. So those are some of the downloads off top, and now let's get into the and people controlling through like sex and stuff like that. Excuse me. Because as long as you're right here laying in my bed, I'll forget what everyone said. And that's another part of ignoring the signs, because it feels good. So next we're gonna do a bar for bar breakdown. And this is just a disclaimer. This is not what Mariah the Scientist wrote Burning Blue for. This is not about like what Burning Blue means by Mariah the Scientist. This is the downloads that I received while going over this. If you know what I'm saying, this is what God wanted me to see in the song, okay? This is, because just like the same way, this song could be a completely different download or experience for someone else. So it's not about what the song actually is, it's about the downloads, okay? But bar for bar, the downloads were just coming in, so that's why I wanted to break it down. Because I feel like it's very significant, and that's why I'm also doing a video all on its own. Oops. Okay. I got that blue fever, cold as ice till you came near. You like another fire-breathing creature, but it don't burn how it appears. Okay? So, but it don't burn how it appears, illusion. You're like another fire-breathing creature. That's kind of scary, you know what I'm saying? And also, dragons are like, seen as similar, like cousins to snakes, but like evolved, like, so maybe like this person is a snake, like they lie to you, they trick you, but fire breathing, they're able to melt you, they're able to melt that cold as ice till you came near, they're able to melt that barrier. So it's like through that trickery and through those lies, it's like they ignite your flame, but it don't burn how it appears. I got that blue fever, that throat chakra fever, like it's like they've infected you with their words. This is like a charming person, and that goes like that snake charmer type of vibe. It's true you can make me melt, but don't you forget it if the person you fell for ever do freezes. It's only because you ain't here. And so this person kind of, the way that they speak to you, the way that they make you feel, it could be like they uplift you, but they do it in a codependent way. Like they make you feel really good when they're around, but it's almost like they make you feel like your goodness or your happiness can only be dependent on them, which is very toxic. So it's like they're kind of holding this power over you inside of their hands, where they're trying to get you inside of this space where they can always kind of keep you wrapped up. So you go back to that coldness, you go back to that feeling. But the thing is, if you can become cold that easily, that's not real love. That's not genuine. Because love will set you free, whether it decides to stay with you or not. A healthy relationship, like you've seen those people, if you've ever seen those people, like the relationship is good, but they just decide to go down different paths, and it's like no beef, it's no animosity when they break apart. It's just like they've grown, and they've realized that they've grown into different types of people and they don't really mesh. And this person says, you know, I'm preferring this way, and I would prefer if I had someone who's able to help me with this path or be with me down this path. And so they will separate. And it's not like all the bad stuff is going to come back, or it's not like you're not going to be able to be strong without this person if they're not around. That's again just like that codependent energy as well, like freezing up when that person is not around. Like you don't feel happy, you don't feel in love, you don't feel safe when that person is not around. I can feel it in the air, my cold sweat dripping everywhere. I'm all wet. I don't even care as long as you're right here, laying in my bed. I'll forget what everyone said. I'm all in. I couldn't care less as long as you're... Okay, you may know this. Like, you're aware that this is not a healthy relationship, but again, I don't care as long as you're right here laying in my bed. I'll forget what everyone said. I'm all in. You're willing to just go with it. And there's a lot of emotions that comes with this person. Like, you feel all those emotions. I can feel it in the air, my cold sweat dripping everywhere. They could cause you a lot of anxiety, actually. You could feel nervous, like, even to the point of sweating. Like, yeah, this person could cause you a lot of anxiety. I couldn't care less as long as you're true leader. So you might be one of those people who say, you always had to be like in your masculine energy. This person makes you feel like you can actually submit to them, and you like that so much that you're willing to kind of just be delusional about the fact that they're not faithful, they're not honest, as long as you're a true leader. So you kind of appreciate this person's masculine energy so much that, and the fact that they can help you feel like a soft, beautiful woman so much that then I'll oblige. You just go with whatever they say. You'll do anything. You'll just believe all their lies, even when you know that they aren't true. And sometimes you'll like convince yourself that they are true, and like you're just tripping, like gaslighting yourself, possibly. Promise to please you. You kind of go out of your way to do a lot for this person. But if you open fire, then it's treason. And I decide to go out swimming. If you shoot, then you can bet every single dollar in your last few cents that I will too, and I mean it. Tell me, where do we go from here? So, if you've like studied abusive relationships before, there's a theory that, well, sorry, not a theory, but kind of like a general process that people kind of chalk up abusive relationships to, where it starts off as the woman being the person who is more dominant, and she'll say, you know, I'm not going for this, I'm not going for that, or whatever, and the guy kind of listens, but he knows it's kind of a front, and over time they swap positions. And so where the woman was initially being like harsh and brash and saying, I'm not settling for this, I'm not settling for that. But then the guy kind of slowly kind of takes her spot and slowly feeds her things that she said she wasn't going for, things that she said she wasn't going to do. I wish I could remember the video that I watched that kind of broke that down, how abusive relationships kind of go, but that's what I'm getting here. So she's kind of saying, like, if you ever fire at me, if you ever do me wrong, like, it's like the woman who says, you know, okay, I'll take you back, but don't you ever embarrass me again. Don't you ever cheat on me again. And the guy's like, I promise. But then, and then they hug and they kiss and they make up, but of course he's gonna do it again. So if you shoot, then you can bet every single dollar in your last few cents. And you say this, and you know, you might get crazy. You might be like, crazy, sorry, not like in an offensive way. You might be like crazy and mad and be like, trying to like do all, like, maybe I'll get really toxic or whatever, like, I told you don't do this, and you know, y'all fight or whatever, but you still end up taking him back. Thus far, you still have ended up taking him back every time, and he knows you're gonna take him back. And that so it's this other download that I got that was in the last video, I'm gonna just say it again. They see you as desperate and easy to manipulate because you apologized. They don't see it as accountability. The truth is, it's both. So what's happening here is blame shifting. You could have gotten into an argument with this person and they tried to say you're crazy. You felt bad about your reaction, so you apologized for it. Yet they never apologized about their initial disrespect. Okay, so tell me, where do we go from here? And you may feel like, oh, we're both kind of toxic. We're both messed up. You know, but we still love each other for who we are. No, this person is making you. I'm not saying that he's making you toxic, because you are still accountable for your own actions, but he's doing things that make you wild out like this. You're not doing things that disrespect him like that. You reacting to his disrespect is not the same thing as him ultimately disrespecting you off top. And he may even come back and say, well, yeah, but you've been disrespecting me. It's been hard to love you. No. If y'all are supposed to be working together, if y'all are supposed to be healing the relationship, then somebody who's actually growing, they wouldn't keep doing those things. If he feel like he just can't let the disrespect go, I feel like I just went cross-eyed. If he feel like he just can't let the disrespect go, like, yeah, but you called me out my name and I just been feeling bad, and she makes me feel like a man, unlike you, you're so masculine, and da-da-da-da. If he genuinely felt like that, then he would need to just leave you. And if he genuinely feels like that, then the best thing that you could do is genuinely leave him. Because, oh, okay, you think that I'm not treating you properly? Well, then I'm going to let you go. Okay, not, oh, you think I'm not genuinely treating you properly? I'm going to keep working hard to get you to treat me better, even though literally you've been disrespecting me over and over again, and all I've been doing is trying. Like, it's not your job. Like, that's called reactive abuse. So people take you to the point of getting so angry, and then when you finally get angry, they say, you're wrong for getting angry, and they try and say, you need to fix your behavior, and that's why I'm acting bad, because look at how you behave. And that's a form of abuse, so they can keep you feeling like it's your fault, and that they can justify their abuse, their manipulation tactics, and their gaslighting. It's just a way to justify it, and it's a continuous circle. It's a continuous loop. And that's, again, that same chorus. So I can feel it in the air. My cold sweat dripping everywhere. I'm all wet. I don't even care as long as you're right here. And this part, I feel like you're very sad. At this point, the relationship is not even bringing any happiness or joy. You can feel it. This is not love. This is not right. My cold sweat dripping in the air. I just imagine like your hair wet. You feeling cold. You feeling neglected. You feeling abandoned. You crying. And you want to leave this person, but then they come back and it's like they say all the right things and y'all get together and y'all make love, and then it feels good and it feels warm. Burning blue, I'm burning blue. um I'm letting it burn, letting it burn. It feels warm, it feels amazing. And in that moment, you just release all that pain away, or at least it feels like, until they get up and they tell you, all right, I gotta go. Yeah, I wish I could stay, but I got an errand to run. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know, I gotta get to this money. I'm getting to it for us. And they give you a kiss on the cheek and a forehead kiss, and they rub your back and say, well, I'll see you later, okay? And then you feel right cold again. And I can feel it in the air. My cold sweat dripping everywhere. I'm all wet. I don't even care as long as you're right here laying in my bed. I'll forget what everyone said. I'm all in. I couldn't care less as long as you're burning blue, burning blue. I'm burning blue. I'm letting it burn, letting it burn. Okay? So it seems like if you keep going down this path with this person, there's going to be an energy transference, and you're kind of going to start walking in the same energy as this person. And the thing about walking in the same energy as this person is that's not your true energy. Like you've actually wanted love from this person, and you're going to start, if you continue to walk down this path with this person, knowing that this is not the right path, knowing that this is all a lie, this person doesn't care about you, you're going to be convincing and telling yourself that this is what you want, it's fine. You know, this type of energy like could become like, maybe you start cheating on them too, and maybe you say, I'm just using them for SCX, and maybe you say I'm playing the field, I'm playing the game. It's making me think of that Summer Walker song, spend it on me, go right ahead and spend it on me, go right ahead and spoil me, baby, buy back my love. Maybe you're getting harder on this person and you're like, I know you're dogging out, da da da. Maybe he'll come home and you're like, yeah, I know you're talking to so-and-so, don't worry about, like, maybe you do a little, I was gonna say, like, you're gonna tell him, like, don't worry about it, I'm talking to so-and-so, and, like, throw little jabs at him and shots at him, like, yeah, I've been, doing this, and with so-and-so, or maybe you'll, like, set something up to where he can see it, like, so you can make him mad, like, maybe you talking to somebody, or you texting somebody, or you letting somebody call you with the ringer on, or something like that, so that he could see, like, you're out here playing the field too, and he's not the only one doing that. But and then it's like you kind of want to, like, be in that energy of getting your lick back. And so instead of, well, I guess it's still the same thing as submitting to the past timeline, but now you're evolving into that timeline in 333. Now you're evolving into that timeline and kind of coexisting and co-creating with it out of your own trauma, and creating your own, like, karmic connection to it. And so I believe that this is a very pivotal moment in your life where you need to stop. Don't become this person. Don't try and match their fire. Don't fight the fire with fire. Burning blue, like, this person, like, maybe you're gonna start, like, and it says, I'm burning blue, I'm letting it burn, letting it burn. So maybe you have, like, a lot, like, you were holding a lot of things back before, not saying things that you knew, not saying what you saw, and now you're doing it. Now you're saying things like, I know you're doing this and I know you're doing that, and you're getting mad, but you're still accepting it. There, like, this song doesn't have no, like, fire, no red fire. It's all about this blue energy. So that's the throat chakra, but fire, as we know, is like, blue is technically like the hottest flame, the hottest fire. But fire, as we know, right, and like with the root chakra in connection is red. And so the root chakra is that action. Like literally taking action to say, I'm not going to settle for this, and connecting your truth. And so this is almost could be like a fire to your own truth. Like you're expressing the truth, but because you're expressing the truth and it's coming out, you're not connecting that inner feeling of safety to be able to really say, I'm not comfortable with this, I want to leave you. Instead, you're saying, I know what you did and I don't like it. And you're waiting for this person to give you this root chakra safety. You're waiting for them to change, but they're not. They're not. They're not going to change. They're going to keep lying. They're not going to give you genuine safety. They're going to keep lying. Not to say blue is a color of lies, but for this instance, right, they're going to keep lying to you. Going to keep saying, okay, I'm going to do better, I'm going to do better, I'm going to do better, but they're not actually going to walk in that. And it's going to get to the point where you either need to start walking in this energy, or if you don't, you're going to be like the song, I'm burning blue, blue. I'm burning blue, I'm letting it burn, letting it burn. So it's like you're just letting it go. You're not arguing about it anymore. You're just kind of accepting it. And you're also playing this game. But you don't have to accept it. Like, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go somewhere where my comfort is natural, where I feel safe. I'm not going to settle for this. You could just say that, and that would be it. I kind of want to have us do a song from random for well, right now we got 1 2 Step by Sierra and Missy Elliott. So it might be time to take those 1 2 steps and hit the boot. Let me see you 1 2 step. Like, you need to walk in your princess energy. And be really like wild. You don't have to be calm about it. Be wild about it. Like, you know what? Forget this. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Go with the flow of, you know, moving out of this space, moving away from this energy. And let's see what other song God want to give us. I hit the shuffle, I promise you. You, Miley Cyrus. So if you haven't seen my initial breakdown, you may really love this person. If you haven't seen my initial breakdown video, this was one of the original downloads that I got along with Burning Blue, Tyler's Bliss. And so it's at the very end. If you want to only get the song breakdowns, because I know that's a long video, this breakdown, the song breakdowns are at the it's at the very beginning and the very end of that video that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, which is the setting boundaries with God. Okay, so the breakdowns at the beginning and the very end, and you may really love this person. You think you only want to be with them. Perhaps y'all just been through a lot together, but honestly, that's trauma bonding. And it says, one of the lyrics said, it's coming to me now. I got some baggage, let's do some damage. I am not made for no horsey and carriage. You know I'm savage, but you're looking past it. I want that late night sweet magic, that forever lasting love, but only if it's you. You may put this person on a pedestal and really feel like, you know, they've got it all together. They know what they're doing, and I'm just a hotmess.com. I promise you, you're better than this person. Okay? You're better than this person. It doesn't matter what they know. It doesn't matter how much money they got. It doesn't matter how financially savvy they are. It doesn't matter if they... it doesn't matter if they've been in a wedding. It doesn't matter if they're married. Like, maybe this person has a family and they're married, and you feel like y'all are like secretly together, and you feel like he's kind of admirable for choosing not to leave his family for you, and you're kind of a hot mess for wanting to be with him even though he's married. And him saying, you know, I'm not going to leave my family for you is admirable, and you wish you had a man like that. And you get angry when he says that he's not going to leave his wife for you or his family for you, but you kind of like that about him as well. And y'all fight about this and y'all make up, and that's one of the times that y'all have some of the best sex. Maybe he'll tell you, like, she just doesn't satisfy me like you. I wish we could be together, but you know, it's like, it's so much. Y'all might go dancing together a lot. Y'all might have some really good times together, actually. Like, where you just feel so free with this person. But again, they are just really manipulative and abusive. I want to go ahead and get some tarot cards real quick at the end of this reading for this. I did not expect all this stuff to come out. But yeah. I'm kind of crazy because that's how you make me. That's, again, like what I was saying. This person uses reactive abuse, and it's not that. Let me not even say anything. Let me just go into the tarot. Texas could be significant. His family could live in Texas. He could have a family, like his wife and his kids live in Texas, and he travels for work. You could live in Atlanta, like Mariah the scientist is from Atlanta. I think that's low-key confirmation out there. You could. I was kind of worried to say that because I don't know, like, that's kind of specific, but you could live in Atlanta and he goes back and forth from Atlanta to Texas, and possibly he's Cuban, or maybe he goes to Cuba sometimes as well. He might have a family in Cuba too. I don't know, but that's like crazy to me. But I don't know, it could be possible. But maybe he's Cuban. Maybe you're Cuban. Maybe his wife is Cuban, or Cuba's significant. But if he be going back and forth to Texas, Atlanta, and Cuba, that man, he got a family in Cuba too. He got a family in Texas. You may not know about the family in Cuba. You may only know about the family in Texas. But he got a family in Cuba too. Or shoot, that's how them Cuban men used to do. They got their Cuban family, and then they got their American family. So that could be significant. Maybe his grandpa did something like that. Like his grandpa, maybe he told you about that. Like his grandpa had two families, and he just thought that was so crazy, and that's why he said, you know, I never do my family like that. I'm only gonna have one family. And that's another thing that he used to tell you, you know, I can't leave my family. I don't want to have a separate family. I can't start a family. I got to keep this. And you may think, oh, that's admirable. Maybe you grew up in a broken home, or you wish that your father would have stayed. Maybe you saw him raise other kids outside the home, and you like, damn, like, I wish my dad would do that for me. Like, and you maybe make excuses for this. Like, you know, men just got needs. They got desires. And, you know, his love not there. He really loved me, but he just got to devote himself to his family. If somebody really loved his family, he wouldn't be creating broken homes, because I guarantee you that his wife knows that he's out doing bad. Like, and that's making her unhappy. And when he's gone, she's just as nervous and a wreck as you are when he's gone. And she's pouring that into the kids. If he really cared about his family, he wouldn't be creating broken homes. He wouldn't be indulging in this. And if he was actually just not happy with his wife, he would break up with her, and he would divorce her, and he would find a way to be able to incorporate the family properly. This is a man who just wants to have his cake and eat it too. He just, oh my gosh. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was like, to me, it looked like a shadow or something. It didn't feel entirely bad, but it looked like somebody was running. Like somebody don't want their secrets to be told, and then they just can't hear it. They just can't hear it. Like, you telling my secrets, I just can't hear it. So 4444 could be significant. I feel like I've been saying that a lot. Yeah, they just feel like having their cake and eating it too. They're manipulative, they're abusive, they really don't care about nobody. They're just I'm let me get some more of the tarot cards, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I actually want to kind of start with some free writing a little bit. Okay. What did it say? Oh, that's right. I remember what it said. I can't read it, but I remember what it said. It says love hurts. Okay? So you may believe that love just hurts sometimes. It's not, and that's what I was talking about in the beginning of this when I had my own little expression. Sometimes, we've experienced pain, and sometimes we just we feel like that's normal. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes if we don't go through and break down that trauma so that we can identify better partners, we end up choosing the same things, and it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not right that we deserve to have people, radicals, people who come into our lives and show us examples of real proper love, because we shouldn't have to 555. We shouldn't have to and 488. We shouldn't, or 4808. We shouldn't have to just deal with that. Like, if we were just naturally given a bad hand, out of respect for us, God should just naturally give us a good hand. And yes, I think that we do have to do the work of being able to identify better and choose better. But that is only because God wants to still give us free will. So the next thing that I got is swim high. I don't really know what that means. It could mean like stay focused. Okay, but also the next one is dove below. Um, mm, okay, so, and then after that it's can't get any worse. So swim high, dove below. You could be staying in the shallow waters, but God wants you to get lower, because that's where you're going to find peace. Really dive into your pain and learn where the deepest levels of pain come from, because when you do that, you're going to be able to experience peace. Right now, you could be swimming high, though. It's time to go deeper. Call on Olukun Olukun, please help us. He is the father of the deep waters of the ocean. Olukun, please help us. I only want you in reverse. It can't get any worse. You can have heavy wounds around unfaithfulness in your family. You could have seen a lot of unfaithfulness growing up in your family, or maybe you could have just experienced, maybe both, experienced a lot of unfaithfulness. Like every relationship that you had that cheated on you, nobody was ever faithful. Nobody only wanted just you. And so this person treats you good. Yeah, they're not faithful, but I mean, it can't get no worse. Every man cheat. That's not true. Every man do not cheat. Every man is not like that. And I was about to say every man do cheat. So it's like you probably really believe that, like from your heart space. And I've experienced a lot of sexual abuse in my life, and a part of me from my heart space kind of really believes that every man is sexually abusive. So I feel where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from. Like they'll just take whatever they want. They don't care. That's just in their nature. But that's not true. This keep coming out. I'm giving you your flowers and upright. God want to give you an opportunity. I'm giving you your flowers. Would you like to clarify that, God? I just noticed how bad you are. Oh, okay. God want to give you your flowers, but God also wants you to be able to smell these roses. So you about to get a strong realization, or you just recently got a strong realization of something very clear about this person's behavior. You remember when I was saying you put this person on a pedestal? You about to have something that knock him. You about to have an experience. He gonna say something or something like that knock him right off that pedestal, and you gonna realize how bad of a person he really is. God giving him his flowers. Everything that he planted, everything that he's been creating in secret. Meanwhile, you've been thinking, oh, he's just a good guy. God about to show you everything that he's been, working on and doing. Everything that he actually is. And you about to stop seeing him from a warped perspective. You're going to see him for the truth. Okay. I thought this was so backwards. Like, even when I was looking at it, I was like, is this supposed to be the other way? Is this, I know that he's the hangman, but I'm like, you may feel a little bit confused about this. Like, wait, you switching up on me or what? Like, what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying? At first, you didn't want to walk away from this. Like, this gonna have you, like, kind of just thinking to yourself, like, what's going on? But then you're gonna take some action. What's the action gonna be, Spirit? This what it say the action gonna be. I'm kind of getting, like, at first when I first seen this, I was getting like, you gonna commit to this? Like, after he show you his true colors, you gonna commit to this, and you gonna be like, well, maybe you could be pregnant or something, and like, I'm finna go ahead and, maybe it could have been like what I was saying, 53:35, on the timer. So something is of dual energy. So maybe it's like, you're going to tell this person, you could be pregnant, maybe you're going to tell this person, I'm pregnant. And he going to be like, that's amazing, I wanted it. Then he going to flip the script. Then he going to have you feeling like, he's so happy and he want this. And you're going to be like, what you mean? The only reason you like this person for real, and the only reason you thought he was admirable, because he was so focused on his family. And you expected him to be like feeling some type of way about it, but now he acting like he's so happy by it, and you don't know if he fake or you don't know what's going on. It could be some confusion, like, excuse me, like, I don't really understand why you happy. And this is gonna kind of shatter your illusions around him. Like, I thought this was a good man. Like, you feel like you don't even know him no more. Or you're gonna want to commit, oh my God. Or you're gonna want it to, or you're gonna want to commit to this person possibly, after you experience this truth. It's another thing that I was gonna say, but I was gonna ask for more clarity on this. So what's next, Spirit? Oh yeah. Okay, you don't know what to do. You don't know if you should be happy by this or you should feel some type of way, what the truth is. What is this guy? What is this? Look at this baby. This you, his wife might be a lot older than you. This his wife and he may have 2 kids. This is him, you, and your baby. And your baby wanna be around them. Like, they're my brothers and sisters, they're my siblings. And you like, well, let them see each other. Let them be together. And he real mad about that. You tripping. What you mean let them be together? You nah. And they don't even see this. Or they acting like they don't see it. The kids definitely don't see it. But this baby pulling on this dog tail. So I feel like I don't know what I was gonna say. If you decide to have this baby or whatever, this baby gonna really wanna be around these kids, but he gonna feel rejected by them at first. But then maybe this baby is gonna grow to be closer with this one. I don't know. I'm not really getting closer though. I'm just getting mostly like really dependent on these kids. Like, he's gonna really want to be their family. Like, y'all my brothers, we family, right? And he gonna feel so left out. And you're gonna constantly be asking this man, like, this your son, let him be a part of the family. And he mad and he got this guard up and he almost got this staff right here. Like, he'll start using it to tell you to get back. Like, you're not gonna mess up my family. You're not gonna mess up my family. You can't mess up his family. He messed up his family. You knew that he had a family. Now, I ain't gonna just say, like, you free responsibility. But he gonna be trying to place all this blame on you, and both of y'all had a role in this. I think you still might be deciding if you want to have this baby. How you want to raise it. I think it's very tempting. But I think it's important to ask yourself why you want to have this baby. You might be deciding to give it up. Is there anything else you want me to know from this guy? From this 5 of Cups? Is there anything else you want me to know? Is there anything else you want me to know from this guy? From this 5 of Cups? That's kind of, I don't think so. It's kind of confusing. But I do think this person's going to be sending mixed signals. Like, they're going to be telling you, I want the baby, keep the baby. Then they're going to be like, you trying to ruin my life, I hate you. Then they're going to be like, what's this again? You so important You gonna try and abort my baby? You gonna try and abort my baby? How can you do that to me? You a bad mom. But God is guiding you. God is guiding you. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. More than skin deep, I love your soul. Even if you decide to not have this baby with this man at this time, this baby is your baby. This is your spirit baby. And he gonna stick with you whether he born through this man or whether he born through another man or whether he gotta be with you in spirit forever or whether he become your adopted baby because somebody else bring him to life. It don't matter. This is your baby. It's more than skin deep, I love your soul. It's more than just who you have this baby with. This baby made a divine pact that he would come through with any DNA, regardless, because you were destined to be this child's mama. Cups in reverse, upright spirit. Hold it. Anything else you want to say, spirit? Anything else you want to say, spirit? He ain't gonna be mad at you, the baby. If you say, you know, I can't have this baby right now, not with this man, I don't want to be tied to him, this baby ain't gonna be mad at you. He ain't. Okay, the Knight of Cups, I didn't know if it was coming out in reverse or upright. Is back out here in reverse. So I'm getting like the waters of your womb. You may decide to not keep this space open for this baby at this time. And again, it don't matter if it's not coming through this way. You gotta have faith that this baby is your spirit baby, and he gonna come through. I said he, but it could be he, her. He gonna come through. However, even if you give this, let's say you come to full term with this pregnancy and you give this baby up for adoption, maybe you stay connected to that baby, but if you give this baby up for adoption and you just, it's a closed off adoption, you will still meet this spirit baby. I don't know how to say that, but like, yeah, this baby's gonna be born, but that baby is not gonna have, like, if you decide to give that baby up for adoption, when that baby comes out the womb, it's gonna have the spirit of another baby. Your spirit baby is still gonna be out there, like, and you gotta hold on to that faith that your baby is your baby. You really don't have to hold on to it, like, it's already promised. Like, if you don't have faith in this or not, like with God, it don't matter. You don't need to have faith in this. That's what it already was. Yeah, this, you don't have to believe in this. It's just gonna be. Like, that's just what it is. Even if you just meet a kid, like the spirit that you're supposed to connect with in this lifetime is gonna come back to you regardless. That's a part of your justice for some reason. Like, I don't know, like being a mother, having a baby is a part of your justice, it's a part of your path. I didn't want to say this, but I'm gonna have to say, this baby's gonna help teach you love. They're gonna help you feel like the world is not so cold. You're gonna be able to, they're gonna help you feel like the world is not so cold. Y'all gonna help each other. You see how one of these people is hurting more than the other? I feel like if you got it, you're gonna be loving on this baby. You're gonna be giving them everything. You're gonna make sure they feel loved, comforted, soothed, not like they're just comforting and soothing you. Like, you're gonna be giving everything to this baby. You see how this man is all beat up and this man, he got a blanket, he good. Like, help your bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you see he walking on two pegs. Help him. Like, if y'all was next to each other, y'all be warmer. You acting like you can't help him. He ain't got no shoes on, nothing. Help him out. So that's this in reverse. You gonna be helping him. Y'all gonna be leaning on each other, and y'all are not gonna be having struggles or nothing like that. I don't know what this means. Oh, maybe they gonna help develop your spiritual self as well. Yeah. You're gonna feel really emotionally and spiritually, what's the word? Fulfilled. Yeah, like very spiritually and emotionally fulfilled in this. Like you feel like, but more so like you're gonna feel like you really understand and you have a grasp on this emotional thing. Like you're gonna heal a lot of like personal, like beliefs that you had or thoughts that you had about life. Excuse me, and how life was. And I think also you're gonna raise this child to be more like loving and compassionate and kind, which is going to break a generational curse where you're going to help them feel like they don't have to be strong. Maybe the men in your family put on a lot of masquerades and they was cheating and stuff like that because they didn't want to experience vulnerability. And they were trying to get closer towards just expanding like different seeds around. Maybe they felt more comfortable telling other women like outside of their wives their secrets and stuff like that. But you're going to help this child see that strength and vulnerability and love is something very strong. Like their strength and vulnerability and love, and they don't have to do it alone. Also, they don't have to always be strong. They don't have to control or tame. I want to say like this masculine energy inside of them where they feel like they always have to be like the warrior. They can be soft, you know, they can walk in their emotions, they can feel their emotions. Okay? And you're gonna see your baby have a really healthy relationship, and I think that that's gonna heal you a lot. You're gonna feel like you created something very beautiful and you've like literally broken timelines. You're gonna see, oh my gosh, this is so like beautiful. You're gonna see your son have a really healthy relationship with the woman who he loves, and like it's just gonna make you feel like so proud and so happy. You're gonna see him only want to give to her, to be committed to her. You're gonna see her only want to give to him and be committed to him. I believe that she's also gonna teach you some things as well. She's gonna teach you like how she strongly stands in her feminine boundaries. You know, just really beautiful energy. You're also gonna see like how she uses her intuitive nature and intuitive self to stand in her power while also being very feminine. You're gonna really appreciate this about her. It's gonna help you heal some things within yourself. It's gonna knock down some things about yourself. Probably also how you're raising this son. Like you raised him up in love, but it could be that you're also learning how femininity and feminine power is strong. Okay, it's not like all soft and soft-hearted, but okay, that's it. Yeah. But you're gonna like this. It's gonna be a good tower. It's like you're gonna learn a lot of things from the relationship that your baby has. And I do think this is like when he grows up. So you could even like, I don't know if y'all know what a walk-in is, but you could even be like coming into like mentoring somebody, and then like your spirit baby becomes a walk-in for the person that you're mentoring. Like maybe you're just like working with them or something like that, and they look at you as like a mother figure, maybe because they didn't have none, and your spirit baby comes in as a walk-in, and then they get into a relationship with someone, and yeah, it's just beautiful, and you learn a lot of things. But this could also just be when your baby grows up, but it could also be a walk-in. A walk-in is a higher level entity that comes in the moment of it. When one spirit is experiencing something very traumatic, the walk-in, and they just can't take being in this experience anymore, the walk-in comes in and takes their place, and that walk-in could be your spirit baby. And y'all gonna be able to depend on and lean on each other a lot, and you're gonna just feel like this, even if it's like an adult person, you're gonna feel like their mom. Like you're gonna like, that's my baby, you know, like that's my baby. And this is justice. That's really weird. I kind of have a hard time believing that, but I want to just say to trust my intuition, and I know that this video will find who it's for, because I know that I be knowing what I know, even if I don't know that I know what I know. So, Spirit, are there any things, and I just got a loud yes, and a whole lot of cards fell. So is there anything else that you want me to know? You're so funny. Y'all might be laughing a lot. Like, y'all, you may meet this person, and it's like funny vibes. Like, it could be a comedy club, or it could feel like it's a comedy club. Like, when you meet this person, it's like so funny vibes. The one in reverse. I think at first you may be wondering, like, is this my person? But you're gonna realize very quickly, especially like if this walk-in vibes, you're gonna realize very quickly, nah, this not my person, this my son. This could happen in 24 hours. You may be still skeptical of this. Are you lying? But like this could be happening in 24 hours. Like you're gonna be coming into contact with your spirit baby in 24 hours. Okay, whatever way it is. Whether this is like you just getting like your own downloads, like you talking to your spirit baby. This is so weird. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm having a hard time, but I'm gonna just keep going. I hope that this is finding whoever needs to find and is resonating in the way that they needed to resonate, and the way that God wants it to be conveyed. Oh, I was gonna say, even if your baby is in your womb, like, you're gonna feel like they're talking to you. Like, y'all having a spiritual connection, and you're gonna feel like this baby is your inspiration. And I think that with water in reverse here, they're gonna be telling you, it's okay, mama. Like, you can just let me go. I'm still gonna love you, because guess what? We have a special connection. And you're inspired by this baby, y'all. But it's gonna start with good vibes, you know. I think you're really gonna feel like your baby is talking to you. Like, wow, like, this is really real. Like, I think they're gonna start with, like, if you're already pregnant, with like kicking you or something like that. And this for the people who gonna wind up giving the baby up for adoption. Like, if the baby is kicking you, we have, you know, because y'all have that special connection. This baby is coming to say, I want to heal your abandonment wounds, and they actually care about you. Okay. I'm sorry, I have a hard time with this energy because I think it is important to not put so much weight on your children because gotta remember they're humans too. They're little humans and they need love. Um, but that's just me and my beliefs, right? So let me back it up a little bit. Because this could still be high vibrational. I want to heal your abandonment wounds. Um, like I said, y'all be working together, leaning on each other. So we got stay home. To clarify, stay home. We got it's not in reverse. We have it's not personal. I love you. Do what you have to. So this baby could also be saying, right now, it's not the time to go through with what you're like. If you're like, I think wait until the end of the month. Like if you're looking to either terminate or start going through with the adoption process or whatever, or maybe even tell this person right now, it's just not the time to do it. And this is for a very personal reason for the soul that's going to be born from the womb, or the soul that's not, or the process of not allowing the womb energy to be birthed. Wait until the end of the month to do this. We are in too deep in reverse. So don't stress, like, if you feel like I need to hurry up, if you are gonna like terminate or you wanna start the adoption process, like, oh, I'm too far along the process, I need to hurry up and go, or you feel like, I need to make sure that all the paperwork is in order, just continue to wait until the end of the month. I want to submit to you, 222, upright, and green. So this baby is trying to help you get your desires, your heart's desires, through this action of saying, waiting to the end of the month to keep going through with this. Always remember to consult your own doctor, your own intuition, and always remember to, consult your own doctors and professional advice. This is a tarot reading. I'm not a professional doctor. However, I do strongly believe that these messages are from Spirit and that they are very important. For legal reasons, I do have to say, always remember to consult proper healthcare professionals and so on and so forth. And for moral reasons, I do have to, and I do want to say, always remember to consult your own intuition. The Lover's card keeps peeking out here. We got women, and let's do a 1 minute heart read, Spirit. Is there anything else you want us to know? I feel very tired by this. Is there anything else you want us to know, Spirit? Yeah, this is another card with waters, and a woman is taking her baby with her, and also some of her burdens. Right here is indicated with the swords. So it might be really hard to bring this child into life right now. And again, this child, I believe, is just coming to say, Mom, it's okay. If you feel like you can't do this, don't worry. I'm gonna always be your baby. I'm gonna always find a way to come through spiritually to connect with you, because this is what we were meant to be together. And so I'm always gonna be your baby, so don't worry. I know that this situation might be unfavorable. So that Lovers Upright could have also been a choice. Like, you decided to make a choice and you feel a little bad about it, but trust me, this baby don't feel no bad, no ways about it. Like, honestly, if anything, I feel like this baby is proud of you. Like, you birthed me into this world with very few burdens. You just trying to give me a good place to come into, and I love and I appreciate that. Anything else? Any final messages? All right. Final messages. Yeah. Okay. It's the final message. I'm very tired now. I'm probably gonna take a little nap. I love y'all. Stay safe. This reading was crazy. Like, this last read right here was crazy. The energy got so but honestly, I don't doubt it. Like, the energy was just crazy, like, because I didn't expect something like this to come out. But honestly, I don't doubt it. Like, I know it's like very like out there, but I know that all this stuff is possible. I just didn't think that I would be reading some energy like this. I guess somebody in my collective needed to hear this. Wow, it's very beautiful and amazing. Oh my gosh. There's a download that I missed when I did the free write. So if you ever heard of okay, 2 downloads that I got. So I got Champagne Poppy, and I got Drink to Avoid the Hurt, we call that champagne. That's a lyric by, what's his name? Logic. He sang the song, it was just you and me doing me good. That's what I thought at first. It was just you and me doing me good. That's what I thought at first. That song is called Nikki by Logic. And he say, at least we don't drink to avoid the hurt, we call that champagne. That's the full bar. But what I wrote down here is drink to avoid the hurt, we call that champagne. So this person that you're involved with might be like a champagne poppy. And maybe that's also something that you're trying to protect your baby from. You don't want your baby to have to be around somebody who always drinking, who can't go a day without drinking. So at least we don't drink to avoid the hurt, we call that champagne. You're trying to really approach these feelings. And I think maybe after you done got pregnant, it could be that you're seeing this person drinking a lot more. And that's also something that's weighing heavy on your heart. Like, when he gets stressed out, you starting to notice that when he gets stressed out, he resorts to like a lot of bad vices. And he might be saying, yeah, I'm happy, but you could tell he's stressed out about it. Like, that came up in the energy too. Like, yeah, this video getting a little long, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I might do a little short or something. I'm gonna cut this in piece and do a short so that anybody who need to hear this can find it. Cause I know these videos be long and sometimes people don't want to watch them all the way through. But I hope that I'm giving the message how you could receive it. And also, this was very healing for me as well. And very insightful, actually, when it got to the part of the reading of different ways and dynamics that love can function and how it could actually go through healthy. I believe that I was born to be a person to help my mom break certain cycles, and she deliberately chose to hate me and be an antagonist against me and be just nasty and mean to me when I was born, literally to be somebody who was helpful to her, loving to her, a protector for her, and instead she chose to be against me. So honestly, I think that could be an energy that I need to heal, of knowing like, yes, your children do come in a lot of ways to heal. So many kids, like I have just met, just like I be around kids often, so many kids, like there's this one little girl, and she is tapped in. Like, I just know, like, she is the sweetest pie, but that little girl, like, and you wouldn't think she's so cute. She just be cracking up and laughing, and she just be having a good little time. But then when it really get to it, like, you start to see, like, just how tapped in and spiritual that little baby is. And she don't know how to read yet or nothing like that, but I remember one day she just pointed to something, like, it was amazing synchronicities, and I ain't never seen a kid be so tapped in like that, in, like, live and in the flesh. And I was like, this little girl is, like, she's tapped in. And so I just love being around her. And I wanted to be like a good, like, role model in her life. Unfortunately I could not be. It was like a situation, like, static. It was a long story, but for a little while I was. So hey, I got to do what I could do. But yeah, so this is actually something that I can take back in my repertoire and remind myself that, you know, these relationships are meant to be very healing, and not just, you know, healing like selfishly, but healing lovingly, right? When we lean on each other, we help build each other up. And it's like, I'm raising my baby, but at the same time, my baby gonna be teaching me some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give them everything I got, and they gonna have to surpass me. They ain't gonna have no choice, because they gonna know everything that I know after years and years and years of experience by the time they just stepping their foot out the door. So, you know, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And then when the student becomes the teacher, that's all you can hope for. You know, that you prepared your children enough to be able to help them lovingly. I know some parents do everything that they can to block their kids from going for it. So it's nice to know that there's, you know, let me not feel triggered by that, right? It's nice to know that there are parents in my collective who want to make that choice to give everything that they can to their babies. And if you know you're not ready for that right now, it's good that you're saying, I'm going to set these burdens down. Or if you know you are ready for that, you know, do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Always take it back to God. Like I said, always consult your doctors. Y'all have a great day.